Woo! So, welcome to the first press conference for Eagles Mad FC. I think, well, I've answered all your questions about the club, but maybe you want to ask some of the players. So, here's Eoin Yates, the captain of the club. So, a round of applause for Eoin Yates. Hi, I'm Tim from the Daily Sun. I've got a question for you. With the likes of Jason Puncheon from Crystal Palace and Thomas Vallon from Barcelona failing to do well as captaincy, do you feel any pressure on yourself to do well for Eagles Mad FC? Brilliant, brilliant. I've got one other question for you though, if you don't mind me asking quickly. Um, so there's a big season ahead. The club's gone all the way back to Division 10, so it's a long way back to the glory days of Division 1. What do you think are your objectives are for this season? Like your personal objectives, not the teams, but your personal objectives as captain. Okay, thank you. That's all questions we've got for Eoin Yates. Robert Nye, can you please come through, please?
Yeah, I'm here.
Bill Nye, the science guy.
Funny.
Can we get that idiot out of the room, please? Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. Mr. Nye, you transferred from Gillingham. What made you decide to move from Gillingham to Eagles Mad FC in Division 10?
Well, Eagles Mad FC first got in contact with me back in January, and I said that I wanted to. I said, look, I've got a year left on. I've got 6 months left on my contract. I'll join for free, saves you from paying. And the thing that encouraged me to join was I sat down with the manager of the club and the owner of the club, and they convinced me to join in every way possible. I love being here. I've bonded with all the lads, and I want to get my experience ready out onto the pitch and score some goals for the club.
Great. So my next question is this. Previously, back in 2004, do you remember the incident you had on the pitch where you headbutted Alan Pardew on the pitch in the FA Cup fixture? Can you please assure us this ain't going to reoccur with Mr. Appleby or any of the players on the team?
Well, it's not going to happen again because partly at the time, I probably shouldn't really say this, but partly at the time, Alan Pardew was being a bit of an idiot. So, and he was taking a lot of the mick some of the time, so it annoyed me. But with these guys, I've bonded with them already, and I don't really see much of an issue. So I'm guessing that I will do well with them, and if I would gel well with them, we should get the goals, and I hope we will start winning games.
Right, then, last question. This is for the pair of you. This pair of you can do your joint answer for this. With Shanker Soup joining us on the free from Bayern Munich, B team, how do you feel he's going to do? Like, he's been showing impressive stuff in the training videos that we've shown on various our social media sites, but do you think he's going to get a start today, or do you think it's going to take a few games before we see him in the starting 11?
It's up to the manager. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. It's up to the manager really because, well, if the manager feels he's good, then we put him in. But in my opinion, I feel he'd be brilliant to start because his reactions on the training ground have been brilliant. If they end up being good in match, I feel we will have a top class goalkeeper, better than Manuel Neuer in my opinion.
Uh, Okay, I just have one more question, but I just thought of one more question to ask you both. Is the left from Preston? Obviously, he's been he's a one-man club. He's been at Preston since he was about 4 years old. His father was a manager there. He left and went on to big things at Barcelona, but his son stayed at Preston, even though he got offered signed by his own dad at Barcelona. He stayed and became a hero. What do you think is the story behind his great success and him being so well? Amazing on the wing.
I guess it must be a case of him setting strike. I mean, setting all the strikers up and his pace and everything down the wing should be is what's made him good. I mean, I would. It's a bit of an understatement to say he's better than Neymar, but he sadly isn't. But the best thing you can say is if he pops up every now and then, he can get the goal. But if he does well, he will get an assist. You see, I think he's more about the assists, which is what makes him good. And with somebody like me down the centre and the midfielders and everyone else who plays on this pitch, we should all have a good game. But I think overall he could be man of the match the majority of games.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much. Good luck with the season, boys.
Thank you.